What is up? You're here with Brandon from That's BS. Today is a solo one and just want to chat about how behind the scenes in social media, it's not what it looks like. You only see the good on social media. You only see the best of the best. You don't see everybody's downfalls. You don't see all the fucking bloopers or the cuts or anything like that. You only see what they want you to see. And that goes for us as well. We spend a lot of time filming content, and in all honesty, some of our biggest anxiety comes from filming content. And neither Shoni or I actually enjoy the content part of this, but we know that's kind of the backbone of the business. You're never gonna see the full truth. You're never gonna see the breakdowns. You're never gonna see the arguments or anything like that. But trust me, they do happen. And as a matter of fact, our life isn't all peaches right now. That's for true as well. And we're going through our own shit by ourselves together, and mentally everything is hard and everything stacks up for everyone. And if there's one thing that I know for sure, that if anybody listens to this, they get a sense of relatability. There's a commonality between every single person on here, from content creators to the ones who just consume it. Our brand focuses on normal, everyday people trying to do extraordinary things. We're not extraordinary people. We just make the choices to do the things that most people don't. And I guess that would categorize it as extraordinary. Myself, I have been a competitor in the past. Shoni is still active competitor, and for me, I honestly think that I never really did want to be a bodybuilder. It was a cool idea, and it was kind of something to carry me further in my fitness journey. I've weight cycled 100 times, and if I'm being 100% honest and totally transparent, I'm doing it again right now. I haven't been to the gym in a while. It's definitely been on the back burner for me. Focus is hard. Doing the things is hard. We have our own shit to deal with, and that takes up a lot of energy, let alone filming content. Like right now, I have no fucking idea how to use these fucking mics behind me, and I'm just sitting here using my gimbal mic because that's what I know, and Shoni knows the rest of it. But plain and simple, fucking life is overwhelming. We all do our best to get through it, and coming from experience, I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to give advice than it is to live by it. And that's one thing, is just trying to live by the example you try to set. And a lot of us have really good advice, but behind the scenes aren't the greatest at following it. And I'm guilty for it too. I know if you're listening to this right now, you're guilty for it as well. And we're all just normal people. I kind of traded bodybuilding for finances, because if anybody tries to tell you that you can bodybuild for cheap, to do it as a sport, to have a coach, to compete is wildly expensive, especially if you're an enhanced athlete. Like, I know we've never really talked about this, but getting down to the brass tacks about being an athlete and trying to do it at the level that I did it at, I spent 3 years paying for a coach, and I was getting a pretty good deal. The coach is around $400 a month. The supplements, especially with my coach, and there's nothing against it, because he really focused on health, and that's one of the biggest reasons you have a coach, is to keep track of those markers. Because especially as an enhanced athlete, there's so many examples out there of people that just don't know what they're doing, and some of the greats have died, kind of thing. But back to that, it's coaching, $400 a month, the extra food, the gym memberships, and then when you get down to the gear, at my peak, near the tail end of it in the growth season, I was taking 2 grams of anabolics a week, and I was spending between growth hormone, insulin, the supplements, the gear itself, I was spending thousands of dollars a month. Like, realistically, it probably cost me over $2,000 a month just in an off season, and we're not talking about competing. When Shoni competed last year, just the 2 shows was north of $7,000 after everything is said and done, and that's not including the time that you have to take off of work or the money you're losing out on from working as well. You usually have to be at the shows a couple days early, especially if you're flying, because of the water retention, everything like that. So hotels around $200 a night, can be upwards of $700-800 depending on how far you had to go. The travel, the lost time from work, it costs everything. You have to prep and be prepped all the time. It's an astronomical expense, and I don't think a lot of people fully understand that. And the people that do understand that have made that choice. And like I said, for me, I gave up financial stability for bodybuilding. I had my own debt, and I had made the decision to not get ahead in paying my debts because of bodybuilding. And for me, I just kind of took a step back from that because it just financially it didn't make sense, as well as I just wasn't into it. And I remember having to tell my coach, I just can't stay here and compete in this mindset that I'm in when I know there's people on that stage that want this so bad, and that's everything to them. And people would ask me, like, are you excited for your prep? And I don't remember a single one of those conversations where I was instantly excited. I would get anxiety for my prep. And so I made that decision to take a step back, and I'll be honest, I definitely fell off the fitness train as well, but focus and my ability to manage everything had to be prioritized. And I started prioritizing my career, prioritizing That's BS, prioritizing trying to support Shoni because she did want this still, and I support her, and she's an unbelievable athlete. She's a much higher caliber athlete than I am, which is another reason 2 people in the same house trying to compete is fucking expensive. And I would much rather have supported her and given her the opportunity to do it, considering where her mindset was with it and the level at which she competed at and how much effort she had put into it. But I only have so much energy for things in life, and I couldn't balance it all. I remember when I was bodybuilding, I was working a job that paid me a pretty decent hourly wage, but the hours weren't there. I was only working 6 to 8 hours a day, so I had extra time. And in order to get ahead in finances, I had to go back and take a job as a general foreman, and now I've pretty much doubled my yearly income, but that comes with working away and working 12, 14-hour days nonstop, working for 30 days with no days off. And I'll be honest with you, there's people that can do it, and there's a ton of people out there that do work 12-hour days and work away from home, and they can manage to get to the gym and they can balance all that. But for me, between my mental health, That's BS, balancing trying to manage my relationship, I had to prioritize certain things, and honestly, bodybuilding was not that. And I know that goes for a lot of people as well. A lot of people make choices, and that's what it is at the end of the day. you do have time for anything that you make the choice. And for me, I made the choice to take a step back from bodybuilding for other choices that I have made, for other goals that I've been chasing. But the point is everybody's shit online that you see is 1% of their life. It's fake, it's edited, it's cut, all of that. And I just kind of wanted to get on here and give some perspective to that behind all the smiles and the fucking edited photos, everybody struggles in some sort of way. And I'll be the first to admit that a lot of my struggles are my own doing and my choices, and I'm willing to make that and admit to that, but everybody has their shit, and what you see and try to build your life around is bullshit. Even the fucking people that have tons of money and millionaires and have built a fucking social media following beyond belief have their shit. And you might not know what it is, and there might be very few people who actually really do know what it is, because generally fucking we don't share on social media all of these issues. Right now, if I'm being honest, I'm doing this solo because Shoni and I have had an argument and can't stand to be in the same room with each other right now. But it is what it is, and it's an issue that we'll deal with, and fucking there's nothing else we can really do. Yeah. We all have responsibility in life to do the shit. And there's a lot of fucking days I do not want to do the shit. And I get ragged on for not wanting to do the shit sometimes. But honestly, you need to find the balance, because digging yourself a hole into fucking mental fucking instability is not the answer. Sacrificing relationships for money is not the answer. Sacrificing money for fucking, let's be honest, hobbies like bodybuilding, because fucking almost nobody makes money bodybuilding. Fucking Mr. Olympia wins $400,000, and you can imagine if I was spending over a couple $1,000s a month just in a bulking season, what those motherfuckers spend to compete at every other show, their drug protocols, and their coaches. Fucking, that's fucking nothing. Fucking C-Bum, what does he win? Like, his class wins like, what, $60,000? Any of those guys that make money and have created fucking careers out of bodybuilding have done it by brand promotion or starting their own brands. I can tell you one thing, the fucking money from the shows doesn't pay for shit. And so at the end of the day, bodybuilding is a fucking hobby. It's not a sport. It's fucking takes a lot of dedication. Don't get me wrong, and there's gonna be some people shitting on me for that, saying that that's not a sport, but none of them out there, even the best in the world, aren't getting paid fucking millions to do any of this. And they sacrifice everything to be bodybuilders. They sacrifice fucking relationships, both with money, people, food, and that's cool and all. And no, you don't need to eat like shit to feel good. But I tell you, not being able to do things you want because of bodybuilding can fucking suck. I lost a shit ton of friends when I started bodybuilding. I stopped even getting invited to fucking events and parties and any of that shit because I didn't drink or fucking eat like shit. And that's just fucking life. I made a choice. Not many people understood that choice. A lot of people were fucking impressed. And it's super cool to look back at the pictures, all that. But I'll be honest, fucking, it wasn't for something for me that I can do forever. The stage is always there. I'm in a fucking slump right now when it comes to fitness, and I know that I'll fucking jump out of it because it's fucking what I do. Wouldn't be called weight cycling for nothing. We find that motivation, we find different things all the time come and go, reasonings. You get to a point where you've had enough and you go back, and it is what it is. But basically the point is, fucking, there's a lot of shit you don't see. A lot of shit from a lot of people. With us, it's fucking big gaps in posting. And we don't post a lot. And fucking marketing is incredibly difficult. But we are trying to start something and create relatability, and fucking I want to be supporting of athletes and men's health especially, because fuck, I'm even guilty for it. Fucking how you doing? I'm fine. I had some issues and I went to a buddy's house and he says, do you want to talk about it? And it took me a long time to even talk about what was going on. That's just how it is. There's very little support with men, even if we try to be supportive. It's just a mentality that fucking some people have seen, and we're men and we have to be masculine, and you've all heard the fucking song and dance, and there's 101 people out there talking about men's mental health, but it's a serious fucking thing. And my mental health, especially in the moment right now, is far from fucking stable. But this is me sitting here trying to be honest, and we do the shit, and I could give a fucking bunch of motivational fucking speeches, and I could sit here and give myself 100 fucking pieces of advice and tell myself shit like, you're worth it, fucking, if you fail, get up again, keep trying. We've all heard it. We all fucking know better. We're not fucking idiots at this point in life. Most of the people listening to this are adults. We know what we need to do. We know what it takes. Fucking shit is easier said than done. That's the fact. And that's not me trying to be, I'm not going to sit here and cry, but I'm going to be fucking dead honest. And life can be shit, and we all just fucking get up and we keep going. And when somebody asks us how we're doing, yep, I'm all good. How about yourself?